Today we will start with our next topic, that is adjectives, where we will be discussing what adjectives are and three of its types. There will be a second part of this video where we will discuss the next three types. So before starting with the topic, I want you all to look at this sentence. It says, I have an adorable cat. Now can you tell me which word describes a cat in this sentence? A word that talks about a quality, a feature of the cat? Yes, the word adorable describes a cat in this sentence. Now look at this sentence. Ram is an intelligent boy. Now can you tell which word is describing Ram? Correct. The word intelligent is telling us what kind of a boy Ram is. Now we see that words like adorable and intelligent were telling us the features of the cat and Ram, right? These words told us about the qualities that they have. Do you know what these words are called? They are adjectives, and they are used to describe or point out a noun and to tell their quantity. That's why adjectives are called describing words, because they describe a noun to us by telling us about their qualities or quantities. Take a look at these examples. Here we have a tall tree. The word tall is telling us about the quality of the noun tree. 3 bananas. Here, the word 3 is telling us about the quantity of bananas. Next we have beautiful flowers. Here the word beautiful tells us how the flowers are. And lastly, a kind girl. How is the girl? Yes, she is kind. All these underlined words here are adjectives. Now let's move on to the types of adjectives. There are 6 kinds. They are adjective of quality, adjective of quantity, adjective of number, demonstrative adjective, interrogative adjective, and possessive adjective. We will cover the first 3 in this video and the rest of the 3 in the second part of this video. Now, our first type is adjective of quality. It tells us about the quality of a person or a thing. Take a look at this example, then you will understand better. Mr. Smith is an honest man. What kind of a man is he? Yes, he is an honest man. The word honest describes the quality of Mr. Smith. Now look at these examples also. This is an interesting book. Here the word interesting tells us how the book is. Next, I have a friendly pet. Here I am telling someone the quality of my pet, that it is friendly. So friendly here will be the adjective of quality in this sentence. Lastly, I had a tasty meal. How was the meal? What was the quality of the meal? Correct. It was tasty. So tasty here will be the qualitative adjective here. Our second type is adjective of quantity. It tells us how much of a thing is meant to be spoken of about a noun. For example, I ate some rice. Here the word some tells you how much of a rice have I eaten. Here are some more examples. First, she takes great care of her health. Now ask yourself, how much care does she take of herself? And the correct word is great. So great will be the adjective of quantity. Next we have, she drank all of the soup. Now ask yourself, how much soup? And your answer will be all of the soup. So all will be the adjective of quantity. There hasn't been sufficient rain this year. Now we can ask ourselves, how much rain hasn't there been? And the answer is sufficient, right? So sufficient word here will be the adjective of quantity. All these underlined words here are adjective of quantity because they tell you about the quantity of nouns. And then we have our last type for today's video, that is adjective of number. Now this type tells us how many things are meant. For example, when I say my hand has 5 fingers, you can ask yourself, how many fingers? And your answer will be 5 fingers. So 5 here is the adjective of number. Now look at these examples. Meena got the first position in her class. Now you can count a number like this, right? And hence, first will be the adjective of number. Next, I saw 2 apples on the table. How many apples? 2 apples, right? So here 2 is the adjective of number. Here are some ripe mangoes. How many mangoes? Some ripe mangoes. So some is the adjective of number. There are no pictures in this book. Now ask yourself, how many pictures? No pictures. You didn't ask yourself how much pictures, right? Because pictures is something that you can count. That's why no will be the adjective of number. Now if you are confused with the difference between adjective of quantity and adjective of numbers, I'll explain you the difference. When you ask yourself the question, how much, it will be the case of adjective of quantity, and they're always used with uncountable nouns. You cannot count things like rice, soup, oil, flour, grass, right? So with uncountable nouns like these, we always use adjective of quantities. On the other hand, in case of adjective of number, we ask ourselves how many. We use adjective of number with countable nouns like pencils, apples, boxes, etc. These are the things that we can count. So you have to be careful while attempting questions like this. But just ask yourself, how much or how many? Let's practice with these sentences. My brother ate half of my bread. Here you will ask yourself, how much of the bread? So in this case, the word half will be the adjective of quantity. Next, 1 minute has 60 seconds. Here we can easily count how many numbers we are talking about. So this is an example of adjective of number. Next, I have put 2 spoons of sugar in my tea. So how many spoons? 2 spoons. So again, this is an example of adjective of number. 4 employees have resigned from their jobs. So what do we ask? How many employees or how much employees? Yes, how many employees. So again, in this case, the number 4 will be adjective of number. The whole class did the activity together. Now you will ask yourself, how much part of the class did the activity together? How much? So here the word whole will be the adjective of quantity. I hope you got the idea of the difference between adjective of quantity and adjective of number. Alright, now let's revise all the 3 types that we have learned in this video. In the following sentences, you have to find out the type of adjective used. First, most boys like cricket. Second, he has lost all his wealth. Third, I am wearing a purple dress. Fourth, she is learning grammar of English language. Fifth, he is a man of few words. Sixth, that is a tall building. Seventh, I have enough sugar. Eighth, there are not enough spoons. Now let's look at the answers. First, most boys like cricket. So how many boys are we talking about here? Most boys. So this is adjective of number. Second, he has lost all his wealth. Now what did you ask? How many wealth or how much wealth? Yes, how much wealth. So this is a type of adjective of quantity. Next, I am wearing a purple dress. What kind of dress? A purple dress. So this is an adjective of quality. Fourth, she is learning grammar of English language. Which language? Yes, English language. So here English will be the adjective of quality. Fifth, he is a man of few words. How many words? Few words. So few will be the adjective of number. That is a tall building. What kind of building? A tall building. So this is an adjective of quality. Seventh, I have enough water. Again, how much of water or how many water? What will you ask? Yes, how much water. So enough here is the example of adjective of quantity. Now lastly we have there are not enough spoons. Now here we can count spoons, unlike the 7th sentence where we could not count water in number. So here the word enough will be adjective of number. Like this, you can just ask yourself the questions: what kind, how much, or how many. The question that suits the most in the sentence will help you decide the type of adjective. Thank you for watching. I hope it was helpful. Let me know in the comment section if you have any doubts, and I'll try my best to help you with that. I'll be back with the second part of this video, so don't forget to subscribe the channel and please do like and share because it keeps me motivated to work hard for you guys. Thank you. Bye bye.